So this is the centre line she's talking about that has lots of power. So there's a right, centre and left towards the camp kitchen. So this is us in the middle run of Bonadio. We are opposite the laundry shower and toilet. Good laundry facility, 2 washers, 1 dryer. Dryer is $6 per load, washing machine's $5 per load. So a good amount of space. This is the shower and toilets on the platypus spotting side. There are bins provided. I'll take you down the walking trail. Camp kitchen. And there is a communal fire area under the second shed. This is the fire pit shed, covered. Social gathering area. Another small basic kitchen and some items. So some barbecue charcoal items, cardboard to start the fire, a couple of bins. I'm not sure, this area appears to be lesser used because in the evenings they do the possum feeding. That's over at that camp kitchen possum feeding shed. There's hairdressing available. The Atherton Tableland map, a disability accessible shower and toilet. Ladies' toilets are clean. And that's hard in this red dirt area. Shower. So 1 shower, 1 toilet. So this is what I described as the left run when we were at the entrance. Some powered sides, the next to the toilets non-powered. The bins, not far from the bins, is a pathway down to the creek, bitumenized to start with, and then it becomes more natural. This is the camp kitchen, home of the Barron River Ramblers, CMCA, Chapter 94. This area was almost half full last night because at 6:30 p.m, we're in the tropics winter, they do the possum feeding at the table here, just a roped off area just to keep people back, and wallabies, you'll see that in another video. There's a bush turkey down the end there. This is part of the wet tropics area. As you can see, everything needs to be covered. A beautiful photo wall mural, another photo wall mural. Sorry about the lighting, it is quite dark in here. Information charts all over about the restoration program, the green corridor, lists of birds that you'll see in the area. You'll see some people here with some serious cameras and video and photo gear. Some excellent information charts. Wet tropics bush tucker, wet tropics snakes, wet tropics tree mammals, ground mammals, birds 1 and 2. You can see there's great seating. It is a very social park, we've noticed. People do want to get to know each other. A good large barbecue. Adequate camp kitchen, small fridge, jugs, sinks. And we note that last night this became a seating bench where people were sitting and the possums were just walking along the run here. They know what time their feedings are, so they come down early. Well, one or two come down early, but you'll note in the video that I show later that quite a few more show up. So we've just come down that short pathway. I'm just showing this relative steepness to Jack walking down. There is a 1.5 kilometre walk they've developed along the creekway, so we're still not close to it just yet. Just so the track very quickly goes from bitumen to natural. So if you've got dodgy knees, probably not so recommended, or poor balance. They have cleared right along the creek bed, banks, and it's good to note you can hear the traffic in the background. We're not too far from the highway and we are surrounded by farms and farming land in this beautiful Yungaburra area. So we're just heading one way up the creek and then we will head the other way down the creek. We've been here 5 minutes. Look at him. We heard him jump in the water when we were walking along. So I'm estimating he goes down for about 30 seconds and he's coming up for about 10. So this is 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon. No one else is walking here. People come down on sunset. And this is end of June 2026. Just be mindful that Jack has already slipped in the mud, not fallen over 3 times. It is very much a wet, muddy area. He's just in standard walking shoes. I'm in very unfancy sandals. It would probably be better to have slightly better shoes on, but whatever. There's a turtle sunning itself on the rock down here. We'll see if we can get him. So he's just hanging over the rock. This is classic cassowary food, the quandong. And we've just pulled them out of the grass here. What Jack's holding, we've got that beautiful bluey iridescent tinge to them. I'll show you later, but there's a side road that we guess will bring you down this road if you are not good with walking, and then you could literally park your car and just walk across to here and try your chances with your platypus spotting here. Drive up towards the campgrounds, and just on this bend is the area or the driveway that I said if you don't have great knees or balance and don't want to do the slippery uneven walk down to the creek, this appears to be a driving option with another giant tree, and that will take you around to the grass landing that I videoed, where you can get out of the car much closer to the creek. So we'll get down a little closer. Yes, the theory has paid off. There's no sign saying no entry down this driveway, and where you see the tyre marks on the grass, that's where you could pull up and park anywhere here. There's plenty of space, and it's just a very short walk to the creek, right over the green grass edge. And that's also where we spotted our platypi. And the road does go around further to the left, further in. The giant tree that I videoed yesterday from below. Now we're on the above pathway. Jack's going to go up. Jack's going to go up. So this is the pathway that is signage just beyond the bins on the Platypus Creek side. So we're allowed to?
Yeah.
You're officially here.
Well, I was here last night. You bit hell out of me last night. That's what happens actually when you employ the tour guide and there's no one there. You know, they no time to get someone else.
Put the banana on the end of the stick. Do that, Rose, on the bench. Put your bowl down, Rose. One. Good girl.
My old auntie said now that they used to have a joint
Broccoli.
Yeah, Ellie, he's coming over. Just hold it very still.
See the back one on the tree coming down from the tree?
There you go. Just hold it very still, Abby. Here we come.
There should be more possums.
Possums, little wallabies, more possums. They get fed at 6:30 in the winter. They're under the trees. This is the Bonadio RV and Nature Park map that guests are given once they have paid for their stay at check-in. At the arrow is where I stop to video and say right run, centre run and left run. So as it was explained to me, the right run you must contain your grey water because there are no grey water inlet facilities. It does have the laundry, shower and toilets, and I have noticed that vans close to the wall where there's external power outlets can get power and water, but the rest may be a little too far. On the centre run you can see the PowerPoint's fire hydrant, and we would be positioned on this side of the first lot of PowerPoints. At the end is the dump point, and on the left side there are some more PowerPoints, and the lady did explain that even if you are on this side of the tree line, you can take your power through and plug into power. That's the fire pit social gathering area that I videoed. These shower and toilets are disability accessible, and they're the ones with the murals on the walls. And this is the camp kitchen with a possum feeding in the evenings. Bins, 2 formal tracks going down to the creek. They're the ones that start out bitumenized and then they go to natural, quite steep. And I did find the more informal one from the camp kitchen door going down to the creek as well. If you are a little concerned about your knees slipping or your balance, it is back down the entrance road on the bend where I videoed the drive going down to the creek where you could park and literally be level with the creek frontage just for your own safety. Legend at the bottom, they're pretty generous with their rules. Simply no loud music after 10 p.m. at night. Doing the right thing with your rubbish. Maximum stay is 7 days, and any extra days will be by arrangement. Preferably checking in between 1 and 5 and checking out no later than 10. So it is a beautiful, unique place to stay. There are no children's playgrounds or swimming pools. The features are the animal encounters and the nature.